Well, it's October 2nd, 2025. I'm getting all the wires from the office sorted out that were in these suitcases. I have the Cisco routers and a lot of good Ethernet and computer cables from the office. Mary Joyce stripped and destroyed. I got this to where it doesn't pull up over there. I used my hammer drill, my big DeWalt, and now it's almost cleaning itself now. The chicken cage is hopeless. 3 different back jobs on it, and it still turns into a swimming pool. And the cat jumps on the roof and collapses the roof. Got my motorcycle in here. She promised I'd have the office and we'd run the store, but just another string of lies from her. I put in the water tank with a pump, then going to a best tank, pressure tank. Spent a lot of money setting that up, that we have running water all the time. Spent so much here on this place. I think altogether with the house and building, $300,000. Yeah, in 2014 I did this because there were no stairs. These stairs going up, or all these right here, and going up to the 3rd floor, they weren't finished. So the whole 2nd floor, with all my money investment, my gosh, this place is, look at that column. The contractor was not happy with me. He said that thing could hold up SM Mall. It goes 1 floor underground too. And all these columns, the same columns that are above ground, are 1 floor underground to stabilize it. We were supposed to put just that back half, make it a sitting area for the cafe. Started the stairs over there, but it was a back job. We're right in front of the barangay, and that's the national highway out there. And there's no other places up here. Gonna have fresh Santos fish, well, fresh frozen. Have solar on the 3rd floor. And again, as Mary Joyce so oftenly says, someday, after I make plans and start fixing things. Put some wall outlets in. I was gonna run the 6-gauge wire down, like I did this wire, down, and have the solar room on the 1st floor in an air-conditioned room. But she changed her mind again. She even had me start to take down the native hut, and then she changed her mind, so I just left it like this. I put a pole in here, 3 meter, with one of those, they call them UFO lights, because they're round. She actually got mad at me. I said, okay, we're not talking anymore, only text messages. Because whenever we're on the phone, talking in person, she just says anything she wants. And then she doesn't keep her promise. Look at this thing. That's 20 mm rebar and 18. The whole building is built with that. And double ring spacing, not the normal maybe half-foot spacing. I said no, I want it double what it's normally. This is a lost opportunity here, and she promised when we retired that that's what we would do here. And again, she's broken all her promises. I spent 2 months cleaning all this out. This was all mold and garbage. I cut down all the rebar for the netting. She had plants all over here too with that black netting. I spent so much money here. She made so many promises. She's broken every one of them. It's like a vampire stole my life. Instead of blood, all my retirement money. I raised my son from 5 years old until he was in the military as a single father working 2 computer jobs. Very demanding as a senior system engineer. Look at this place around. I built this place to be earthquake proof. And liquefaction, that's why it's L-shaped. You can see right here. It's L-shaped. If the whole ground sunk under, the building would go, but I did it L-shaped, and like I said, the same beam structure that you see up here is the same that's underground. Along with this monster column. They made the first center column like those columns. I said, oh no, it needs a central support. So that's when we went to this big one. And the steel deck, they said, oh, steel deck doesn't need rebar. I said, really? Why is that? So we did 18 and 20 mm rebar crisscross about 4 inches off the steel deck. No, maybe 5 or 6 inches. So even if the steel deck rusts out and decayed completely, it would be like a normal concrete roof or floor. You can see there's rebar sticking up from the ground all over the place. Everywhere to put up walls. In the house, and it was extended right down there. That is, the house was widened out, and I used the construction methods I insisted on here on the whole back area, going all the way back to the back, because it was a short house, and it was, even though I sent a ton of money to build it, I saw some of the pictures. It was done very poorly. So at least I know running to the back room in a real bad earthquake is the safest place. Or in this building. I mean, here, what are you going to have? You might have some pieces break off the columns, but you're not going to have flooring fall on you because of the steel deck. It's really a shame we're so close to the highway. This place would make the most awesome resort. And all the General Santos seafood and freezers. Just take pictures of everything. That way you can show pictures and label the packages. I mean, the freezer, the upright freezer in my room is full. Started this and quit this. This was going to be my office, but I got all the wire I started preparing the power panel to split the power, and the Socoteco line coming out of there. And then, like normal, it just stops. Pull that air conditioner out. The housekeeper tells me not to burn anything and she'll get the trash. This has been sitting here a month and a half. In the kitchen, the trash can's been full for days. Stinks. I have to clean the kitchen and sweep the floors. That camera's really cool. 2,000 pesos, about $45. 2 cameras on it, and the lower one motion tracking. See if it follows us. Yeah, you can see it follows. High definition, it's really nice. But I got this cabinet out for my room, so there's actually some place to put my clothes. Put the new sink in and ran water over here 24 hours a day now. There's running water. Nice toaster. I put that in there. I used my hammer drill and chiseled it out bigger and used those adapters so I could have screw mounts. Got a little electric thing there. The chairs were stuffed in the room. All I needed were the screws tightened. I've never seen such laziness. That one they destroyed screwing with it, with nails and longer screws. All it needed were those screws tightened and the little carpenter screws. Well, screws for carpentry to hold the pieces in. Yeah, this chair is strong now. And this one's got a little crack in it, but some Elmer's glue and a clamp. Let it sit for 3 weeks. It'll be like new. My room's a mess right now, but yeah. The paint alone was a fortune. Several layers from the primer, the coloring, and took forever to dry. Enamel, probably lead-based, I'm sure. But all the air conditioners were ripped out. Anyway, sign off. Depressing here.